We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Tennessee Titans. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. He will return this from deep in the end zone. There he goes, left side. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete there to Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go for it. Hits Spears. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at the 23-yard line.
Partner, do we have a Medicare? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Willis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Titans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Willis on the option to the right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this one is right down the middle. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check that, street.
On first and 10, it's Spears. Down inside the 40. You talk about this Jets defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
Man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Willis. And this one's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw, here's Willis. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Willis will look to pass again here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. 2nd and 11 at the 41. They go play action with Willis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw, Willis. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Willis's throw taken in by Samuel. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10, Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. 70. In motion left goes Burks. Right back to the air with Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. Touchdown, Titans. Trailing Burks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And up to the 34 before they're able to knock him down. They're going to bring back to the line now.
Hand off to Spears.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second down, here's Willis.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, it's Willis.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Milton Williams
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Powers through. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. Willis will look to throw it.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Willis on the option to the right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now here's a give to Spears. Shifts by him. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Well, this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On the option, here's Spears. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those...
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ball again on second down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run with Hall.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, it's Abanikanda.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Israel Abanikanda. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Meanwhile, Willis, that's taken in by Okonkwo. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Again, Willis to throw. Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Check. 60 Maverick.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Warriors 70.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Now Willis. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Willis to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3, 20-17. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play and getting it to midfield.